This is a firestorm.
Hello and welcome, my name is Kyle for the win, and welcome to my 6th Prestige video. I finally got into 6th Prestige, and it's when we're ready to Prestige finally. It took a little bit of time, but not really actually. It's kind of my base amount of time per Prestige. Usually a Prestige for me in World War II usually takes around 12 to 15 hours. This Prestige took me 15. But there's also been a lot of double XP as I've been playing. So, we're finally here, guys, and today I'm going to, of course, as you guys all know, cover my best classes, my stats, my combat record, everything of that sort, and yeah, so that's pretty much everything. Let's just go ahead and jump into the snapshot of my stats. So I have 16,211 kills, 10,144 deaths, a 1.60 KD, not too bad of a KD, I'd say, for, you know, playing this game halfway through. I mean, I'm 6 Prestiges is pretty much halfway through my rankings. So I'm finally keeping a good 1.6 KD, which is the KDs I like to have. Of course, you guys all know that I would like to have a 2 KD, but that's just not realistic in World War II. A 1.6 is pretty much where it's going to stay for the rest of the year, I assume, because I can't see it going down anytime soon. I'm just focusing a lot and trying to play as the best I can. My score per minute is 311. I think that's gone up from 305, so that's gone up a tiny bit. 1,103 headshots. I'm actually going for chrome camo at the moment, so those headshots will go up very high, very quickly. As for my time played, I'm 4 days, 15 hours. As I said, this Prestige took around 15 hours, I want to say. Again, 436 losses, wins, 525 losses. Again, I'm a solo player. I expect to lose a lot. It's not a terrible win-loss ratio, but it's also not very good as well. As for my combat record, my best weapon is the STG-44. I use this gun all the time. I absolutely love it. It is my highest killed weapon as well as my highest time used. The second is the BAR, and I believe the MP40. So I've used that gun a ton. Best score streak, paratroopers. Of course, I use 239 kills, 62 uses. That's around, I want to say, 5 kills on average per use, I want to say. I'm not quite sure on that number, but best division, the infantry division, I have a 1.74 KD. Most of this other stuff is kind of just not that important. Then I have a 1.7 with the armored division, a 1.58 with the airborne division, 1.07 with mountain, of course that's snipers, 1.26 with expeditionary. I've used expeditionary a lot, and as you'll see when I go over my classes, a lot has changed with my playstyle with this new division overhaul that they did last week on Tuesday with the DLC 2. So there we go. That's pretty much everything. My best stat snapshot, I have a 21 KD. I actually had a flawless game the other day. It was pretty dang awesome. 15,270 score in one game. Pretty dang awesome. That was a shipment game during the Domination XL game mode. Kill streak, 36 kill streak. Very proud of that. And 121 kills is my highest kill game. This was also when I got my 15,000 score. It was a crazy shipment game. It was absolutely so much fun. I love that game, and I will never, probably ever forget that. So here you can see, of course, my win-loss ratio is a 0.83. Again, not too terrible, in all honesty. So there we go, guys. That is basically all my stats. Now let's go ahead and jump into my classes. A lot has changed, as I said. So let's go ahead and jump into my first class up here, which is the infantry class. Here I have the M1A1 Body Snatcher. I actually did not use this class that much at all after the overhaul. I will explain a little later once I get to my next class, my expeditionary class. But I use grip, extended mags, high caliber, and rapid fire. I really like this setup, mostly because I like the iron sights on the M1A1 so much that it's just, there's no reason for me to use a reticle or a sight with it. Plus with the division overhaul as well, I get 4 attachments, so I can automatically have more attachments than you're actually able to have on most weapons, which is pretty dang awesome. I really like this loadout. It's pretty dang good. As for my basic training, lookout, pretty standard for assault rifles. I love being able to see people from a long way. Teeth grinder, this is my new melee weapon. Have not used this weapon at all, really. As I said, I don't really use this class that much. And as for my lethal and tactical, I've gone for the sticky grenade and the British N69 concussion grenade. That's pretty much what I use on every single class, as you'll see. So I'm not really going to talk about lethals or tacticals for the rest of the video. There's really no point. Next, we're going to look at my expeditionary class. Now, as you can see, guys, I am on the road to getting diamond shotguns, because I am going to be starting the Road to Chrome series very, very soon. Now, what I'm going to do for the Road to Chrome series is pretty much just going to be the last gun, the last 5 challenges for the last gun in each weapon class. So as you guys can see, I have gotten the Luftwaffe drilling gold, and the combat shotgun gold. I'm working on the Enigma 2 right now. This is a very, very good shotgun. It's very fun to use, actually. It's not super, super good, but it is definitely fun to use. And as you can see, guys, I have to get the M1916 camo, the snow camo, the cheetah camo, and then the copper camo. So I'm working on it. This might not be my permanent unlock, just because I think you get this kind of like level 10 or so. It's a very, very fun shotgun, and I'm going for Road to Chrome. So as you can see, if I can show you guys real quick, I have the combat shotgun gold here. Camouflage. Bam. I have this guy gold, which is looking pretty dang awesome with its heroic variant, which was free for everybody, by the way, in case you guys didn't know. Next, I have the Luftwaffe drilling gold as well. Again, the Ironfall, pretty standard for if you guys complete the challenges. Again, gold on this weapon as well. Next, of course, is the Enigma 6, which I just showed you, and then finally the sawed-off shotgun. I have to work on this gun as well after that. And then once I get to the challenges here, once I get this done, I will record getting all 6 of these challenges done for the Road to Diamond video. And then, of course, I'll showcase all the diamond shotguns individually in the own menu after I get the video completed. So it's going to be a little bit of a long video when I get there, but it's going to be a fun series nonetheless, and I'm very, very excited to bring it to you guys. So because I'm playing World War II, that's pretty much why I decided to do this series, because I'm playing the game and I'm enjoying it, so why not use this weapon? So as for the Enigma 6, I believe I had rapid fire grip. I had extended mags, advanced rifling, and rapid fire. Super, super good on shotguns. Honestly, it's super amazing on shotguns to use this type of a setup, just because it is so powerful, and it just shreds enemies with the rapid fire and the extended mags mixed together. You can just run and gun, shoot from the hip, destroy enemies. As for the pistol, I've gone for the M1911 Totalized 2. Super, super awesome pistol. The second I saw this, I immediately wanted to go get it, because it is just such an awesome weapon. And I have advanced rifling on this gun. Not like I use this pistol too often, but I do enjoy it nonetheless. And as for my basic training, I have hustle, just because hustle is amazing, and with shotguns you want to reload quicker, especially when I was doing the Luftwaffe drilling and then the sawed-off shotgun. Just being able to reload those weapons super fast is super convenient and awesome. Next, we have an armored class. Now, as you guys know, the armored class got a humongous buff in the Division Overhaul. Take significantly less explosive damage and fire damage. Amazing for objective game modes. Immune to shell shock and tactical equipment. Awesome for objective game modes. Increased bullet penetration through surfaces. I don't use this too much, and I don't really notice a massive difference, but again, still super useful, and greatly reduced flinch when shot. So this is an awesome division. I'm really happy that they buffed this, because honestly, I had no reason to use the armor division. I really didn't. I didn't use it that much at all after the patch. Before the patch, And for the weapon that I have with this guy, I have the Type 100 with extended mags, quick draw, and rapid fire. This weapon is so shreddy. My next best class setup video after the M38, which I will probably cover on Wednesday, will be the Type 100. 1,000,000%. This weapon is so good. It shreds enemies like paper. After that buff, I don't know what they did to it, but it is amazingly good, and I absolutely love this weapon. As for my basic training, I've gone for Clandestine. This is a new one that came with the update. Slain enemies drop intel packs that reveal nearby hostiles. Bonus, intel ping at the start of each life. I really like this one. It makes my awareness super high. It's pretty much like a personal radar from the older Call of Duty games, and it is super fun to use. For my secondary, I used the 9mm SAP with extended mags, and then lethal and tactical, the same, of course. So that's an awesome class. Next, I have another armored class, and I have this is my Volkssturmgewehr class. Now, the Volkssturmgewehr doesn't really have part of me, much kick as it is, but with armored it is even better. Now this is the same class from my last video, rapid fire, extended mags, and grip. Super beast setup with this weapon. Honestly, I never think I'll change this class setup at all. It's just super good. As for my basic training, I've gone for scoped because with armored division you don't get those fast aim down, you don't get that movement that you like, so you move faster while aim down sights with any weapon that you have, but with assault rifles it's especially key, and that is why I have scoped on this weapon. Next I have the Enfield number 2 rebunker with full metal jacket. This pistol is used quite a bit actually. I have 71 kills with it. I think it's my highest kill pistol just because it is super fun to use, and it's just a very good pistol altogether. So that is another pretty cool, awesome class. Pretty much the same from last Prestige though. Not too much has changed there. And here's my Einfall class. Now this was, of course, a class I was getting gold. So it's not really, this is kind of not a class I use, like would regularly use. So I have airborne on this class only because of the challenge where you have to kill enemies with using a different division. So that's why I have airborne, because you can move around super quickly, and it is super fun to just run, sprint, and shred enemies. As for this weapon, I have quick draw, advanced rifling, and incendiary shells. Now, quick draw, people mostly would say, why the heck would you use quick draw on a shotgun? And I'll tell you guys why. Shotguns seem to be better in this game when you aim down sights. It's weird, I know, but I've had very high success with aiming down sights with this shotgun. I don't know why, but with incendiary shells mixed with aiming down sights and long barrel, holy moly, this gun shreds. I probably will do a live episode on this gun later this week just to showcase this shotgun, because honestly it is one of my favorite shotguns in this game, in Call of Duty history, because it is just so much fun to use, and it's honestly pretty good, guys. I would definitely give it a try if you haven't already. As for the basic training, I have Hustle just because it has 2 shells. You want to be able to reload those shells really quickly. And Rebunker, again, Enfield 2 variant with steady aim this time. Just in case, you know, you get in those close range gunfights and you run out of ammo with this shotgun. Very useful to have a secondary or a pistol, because you can easily swap it out if you don't have time to reload and maybe pick up an enemy or 2. Next, I have another infantry class. This is my bar class. Now, it really kind of sucks because just as I make my best class setup video for the bar, the division gets overhauled, which really kind of sucks. But the class is pretty much just the same. I just added advanced rifling on the end of it, just because honestly this triple combo right here is amazing, and that's why I covered it in the best class setup video, because it is just so good. As for my basic training, lookout again, so I can see enemies from far away. This is pretty much the same class as it was, just a little tiny bit different. Just full metal jacket and steady aim. I can have 2 attachments on my pistol and 4 attachments on my main weapon. So that's basically why there's basically not too much of difference except the 2 attachments that are right here. Next, I have my another armored class. Of course, I really have started using armored a lot. It's a lot of fun to use armored now. It's very valuable to use armored, so I would definitely recommend, if you guys haven't used armor yet, to definitely try it out. And I have my MP40 class. You guys all know I already always have my MP40 class in the bank, because the MP40 is an amazing SMG. It's really good, sometimes better than the PPSH. As for the attachments, I've gone for advanced rifling, extended mag, and grip. Then Blitzkrieg, the new basic training, one of my new favorites as well. Streaks are earned by kills instead of score. Bonus streaks are improved, and select a 4th streak. That streaks are improved are definitely the most 100% makes sense way to use this weapon, just because the fact that the score streaks are better makes them more fun, which means this class is just super fun to use, and it does really well. As for the pistol, I've gone for the 9mm SAP with extended mags again. Lethal and tactical the same as before. We only have a few more classes here. So next I have another infantry class, and this is my FG42 class. On the FG42, I've gone for reflex sight at rapid fire, grip, and extended mags. I'm really glad I can have 4 attachments on this weapon because it desperately needs grip. This weapon kicks a lot and it has a very slow fire rate, so I'm really glad that I was able to get 4 attachments on this weapon because it needs it, in my opinion. It's a good assault rifle. I really like this assault rifle, but man, the fire rate kills this weapon, in my opinion. As for my basic training, I've gone for hunker, just so I can take less explosive damage. And for my pistol, I've gone for extended mags and high caliber. Even though I haven't really used this class too much, honestly, it's kind of just there as a standby, especially when I'm going for chrome camo. So pretty much most of these classes I probably won't be using next prestige because I'm going to be going for shotguns, shotgun camos, but then we'll be doing assault rifles after that. So there we go, guys. That is another very, very good infantry class. Next we have my resistance class. A few resistance classes actually. Now the resistance division is a new favorite of mine. I absolutely love the resistance division, especially after the patch. Now if we go look at what happened to it, the resistance division has minimap indicator and scrambler of close hostiles. Love that minimap indicator. Again, awareness is key in Call of Duty World War II and any Call of Duty in general. 2. Enemy movements are easier to hear. Now, with this one, I don't really tell too much of a difference. Unless I'm standing still, crouched in a corner, I hardly ever notice a change with this weapon, with this perk. For the third perk, you get kills and assists grant intel ping of nearby enemies. I love this. Again, awareness is key in Call of Duty World War II. Just love it. It's super, super nice. And finally, easier to spot targets and increase minimap coverage. So I have Lookout built into this class. So if I wanted to have an assault rifle class, I could use this division as well. But I just love this division. It's so, so good now. And this is my PPSH class. So as for, I don't use the PPSH too much. I have 846 kills with it. Especially with the DLC stuff. I want to use this weapon because it was usually really, really sweaty on Tuesday. So I have this class just in the back pocket. Plus it's fun, guys. It's a fun weapon to use. As for the attachments, I'm going for grip, extended mags, and advanced rifling. Normally I just have these two, but because of the update where I can have 3 attachments, I've gone for all 3 of these. Super, super beast setup. I love it. I've gone for Blitzkrieg again because this is an awesome weapon to get streaks with. It's just super, super good. It's one of the best SMGs in the game. And then for the pistol, I have the 9mm SAP with extended mags, and then I have the same tacticals and lethals as I had before. Next, I have my resistance class. This is my M38 best class setup video. I'm going to skip past this because this is going to be the class setup video very, very soon. And then my last class is my favorite assault rifle in the game, the STG-44. One of my favorite guns of all time in Call of Duty history. It is basically an ACR, honestly. It's so much fun to use. It's used a lot less than the Volkssturmgewehr and the bar, which makes it a little more fun and less frustrating for people I'm playing against. People aren't like, oh my gosh, he's using the STG, what a tryhard. It's mostly like, it's basically a middle ground SMG at this assault rifle at this point. As for this weapon, I've gone for extended mags, grip, rapid fire, and advanced rifling. In all honesty, guys, you don't need advanced rifling on this weapon. It's just I have a 4th attachment, so I might as well use it, right? As for my basic training, I have Lookout and then a Totalized 2 variant with extended mags and high caliber. So those are all my classes from this prestige. They're pretty dang awesome. I always love experimenting, especially with the new division update. I don't use the same division that I used with certain weapons as I did before. Usually 99% of the time, every class, like last prestige video, was infantry, airborne, infantry, airborne, infantry, airborne, infantry, airborne. But now it's all over the place. I love experimenting with these new divisions because every division is viable with whatever weapon you want to use now, which is super, super cool. But that's it for all the classes. I know it took me 18 minutes to get through all my classes, but let's go ahead and jump into the headquarters and finally get to our 6th prestige and get our permanent unlock, and then you guys can get out of here. So super, super awesome. I'm really happy I was able to finally get to enjoy this game and have a lot of fun playing it because I love this game, guys. A switch went off in my head and I started grinding it out, getting better at it, and now I absolutely love this game. It is just so much fun. It's just, I don't know what it is, guys. I do not know what it is about this game, especially after the Division overhaul and the War Machine DLC. I've just had a kick out of this game and I've really been enjoying it, especially the new map Egypt. Oh, I love that map. It's one of my favorites of all time. So let me pick up my mail really quickly because mail is important always. And let's go over here. Let's go through the gates again and let's go over to Prestige. Now I don't know what Prestige emblem this is. I've actually kind of forgot what it is. So let's go ahead and take a look. And yep, that's the Prestige 6 emblem. I really like this one as well. We get a 13th class, I believe, or 14th class. Awesome. So that's Prestige 6. Of course, you guys all know permanent unlock token, rank reset, keep your progress, Prestige awards, yada. New classes, and a permanent unlock, which I actually don't know what I'm going to go for this time. So let's go ahead and enter Prestige 6. Bam. There we are. Prestige 6, looking fine and dandy. Really happy. This is the highest prestige I've gotten to since Black Ops 3. So I'm really happy with that. That's pretty dang awesome. I'm very, very happy I was finally able to get to a very high prestige in this game, and I'm going to continue until I get to master prestige, guys. There's no doubt in my mind that I'm going to definitely get to master. As I said in the last video, I'm shooting for probably around July time I'll be master prestige, maybe even earlier, who knows. But July I think is a good kind of base estimate as to when I'm going to get to master prestige, because I still have 6th to get through, 7th to get through, 8th to get through, 9th to get through, 10th, and then 10th to get through. So super, super awesome prestige emblem. I really like it a lot. So let's go ahead and go into my classes here and look at the calling card like I always do, and also look at the get my permanent unlock. So let's go down to dossier, calling cards, challenges, go down to the bottom, and let's see here. Where's that prestige 6 one? Ooh, I really like that. I don't know if I want to keep that on instead of my... Yeah, I'm going to just leave the calling card I have. It's a pretty, pardon me, cool calling card, but I'm just going to keep the one I have in all honesty. So let's go ahead and figure out what our permanent unlock is going to be for this prestige. Now, I don't know what I want it to be, in all honesty. Let me just check when I get this shotgun. Toggle action, rank 19. Okay, so not too far till I get that weapon. Rank 19 is pretty low. Pretty much have every assault rifle down. Pretty much have every SMG down. You get that at 27. The Bren, 14, not really worth it. Let's go over to basic trainings here. Blitzkrieg, oh, you get that standard, okay. Let's see here. Undercover, serrated, duelist, forage, flanker. Man, I don't know, guys. I don't know what to get from my permanent unlock this prestige. It's actually kind of difficult to pick, because I have so much stuff already done. Let's just go ahead and go with the toggle action, guys. Just because, in all honesty, I'm going for Chrome, and I pretty much have every weapon I could want. So I know it's a little bit early, but I'm going to go for it, guys, just so I can get these challenges out of the way. So there we go, guys. That is absolutely everything. These videos just get longer and longer, unfortunately. I don't want to bore you guys, but I mean, that's just how it is with these classes, in all honesty. They just go by super, super fast. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I am on the way to Master Prestige, and I hope you guys are ready to go on the road with me. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you are new. Make sure you check out my Fortnite video from yesterday. It was from Saturday. It was an absolute butt ton of fun. And I will see you, and as you guys all know, every single time I will do a video every prestige, so 7, 8, 9, and 10, and then every 100 levels after that. So I will see you guys all in another Call of Duty World War II or Fortnite video very, very soon.